Hi guys, welcome to Pabbly Connect workshop. So in this video, we will learn how to integrate Stripe and Google Sheet. Our use case is pretty simple. When new refund is made in Stripe, it will create a spreadsheet row in Google Sheet. Now Stripe is an online payment processing platform and Google Sheet is your favorite spreadsheet program. So what we are going to do is, we are going to send the data from Stripe to Google Sheet. But there is one minor problem. The integration between Stripe and Google Sheet is somewhat limited. In cases like these, we need to bring a third app to connect them both. So in this video, we will use Pabbly Connect to integrate Stripe and Google Sheet. And the best part of using Pabbly Connect is, there is no need for coding skills or programming language. It can be done easily. Let me show you on my screen.
Okay, so to begin the process, first type pabbly.com in your browser. Pabbly.com. Press enter. Okay, so this is the website of Pabbly. Here, hover on products, and at the bottom you will find the option called as connect. This part, click this. Then go to sign in. Click this. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have an account in Pabbly Connect. You can build your own account in just 2 minutes. Here I would like to mention one more thing, that Pabbly Connect offers a free plan where this integration can be tried out absolutely free. So if you want, you can create your own account right now and set up your own automation. The link is available in the description box. Actually, I would insist that you try this automation with me. It's actually pretty fun. Okay, so let's go to this part called as connect. Here you will find the option called as access now. Click this. Okay, now at the right corner, you will find a button called as Create Workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. I'm going to give a name to this workflow. The name is Stripe to Google Sheets. Then click on Create. So when you click on Create, a window appears in front of you. This is called as the trigger window. Here in the Choose app, let's make it as Stripe. In the choose method, since we are interested in sending the data when a new refund is made in Stripe, let's make the trigger as new refund. Now new refund is a trigger. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger? Trigger is a if statement. It asks a question, if the condition is met, what should be done? For example, if the new refund is made, then what action should be taken by the system? Actually, there are many more triggers like new invoice, new order, new charge, new coupon, and so on. However, in case if you don't find the trigger of your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com for the specific trigger that you want to make. But at present, I want to send the data when a new refund is made. So I'm keeping the trigger as new refund. So what we are trying to do here is, we are trying to connect Stripe and Pabbly Connect. So let me show you my Stripe account. So this is my Stripe account, and since we are interested in integrating Stripe to Pabbly Connect, let's go to this part called as developers. Click this. Here you will find an option called as webhooks. Click this. Now at the right corner, you will find an option, a button called as add endpoint. Click this. Okay, so this is the window of add endpoint. Now in this window, we have to fill in a blank called as the endpoint URL. To get the endpoint URL, just go to Pabbly Connect and copy this. This is the webhook URL or the endpoint URL we want. Just remove this HTTP part and paste it here. Okay, so the description will remain empty and the version will remain same. Now comes the most important part, events to send. Now we want to send the data when our new refund is made in Stripe. So let's make the event as charge refunded, charge updated, charge refunded. Then click on add endpoint. Okay, so the status has been enabled. So basically it means that now Stripe is integrated with Pabbly Connect. So let's see if Pabbly Connect can capture this data or not. But before that, let's click on this button called as capture webhook response. Click this. Okay, so it is showing that it is waiting for a data. So let's go to Stripe and let's make one dummy refund. So let's go to payments. Okay, so these are all the refunded ones. Okay, these are the succeeded ones. So I'm going to let's say cancel this payment. The reason is fraudulent, refund and block. Okay, so it has been refunded. So let's see whether Pabbly Connect, since now it is integrated with Stripe, has captured the data of this payment. Let's go and see Pabbly Connect. Yes, the data has been captured. So this is the amount that has been refunded. It actually was $200, but it is showing as 20,000. We will get to that later. And the rest of the data, the currency is euro. And there is something actually I wanted to show you. The card type is a Visa. The payment country is a United States. The last details of the card is 4242. And the card, the thing I wanted to show you is, let me scroll down. Let me scroll down some more. Yeah. So as you can see, the email is showing empty. The name is showing empty. The address is showing empty. The phone number is returning empty. This is because Stripe only provides charge related information like credit card details, the currency and the amount. My point is we are not getting the data related to customer information, but we need at least the email, the phone number, the name or the address to create a row in Google Sheet. So in cases like these, we need to retrieve the customer information that we had filled. So your obvious question is how we are going to retrieve that information. It is actually pretty easy. To do that, just click on this plus button. When you click on this plus button, another window opens up. This is called as the action window. Here in the Choose app, since we are interested in retrieving the information from Stripe, let's make the app as Stripe. In the Choose method, since we want to retrieve the information of the customer, let's click on Retrieve a Customer. Then click on Connect with Stripe. Okay, in the new credentials, it is asking for a blank called as the token. To get the token, let's go to our Stripe and let's go to this part called as Developers. Again, then go to this part called as API keys. Click this. Now in the secret key, we have to reveal the test key. Reveal it. So this is the key we want and paste it here. So this is the token key. Then click on Save. Okay, so a blank called as customer ID has appeared in front of you. Here we are going to map in the customer ID. So you're going to ask where I'm going to get the customer ID. We actually have the customer ID. It's actually an address. Let me show you the address. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Let me show you the customer ID. It's somewhere here. Yeah. Okay, so this is the customer ID. Okay, data object customer. So all the data has been stored in this address. All the customer related information like email, the name, all it is present in this address. So we just want to expand this. So this button is called as the mapping button. Okay, so we are going to map in this detail. So our data was stored in customer, I guess, right? Customer. Yeah. So click this. So we have mapped this detail. Then click on Save and Send Test Request. Okay, so the API response is showing that the data has arrived. So these are the details of the person who has asked for refund and the system has refunded. So he lives in Paris and he lives in country France, and this is his postal code and he lives near Theatre Road. The line 1 of address is Pasta Town 125R. And let us see our email. Yeah, the email is elijahwood123@gmail.com. The first name is Elijah. This is the phone number. Okay, so basically all the data has been captured. Now we are ready to sync all of this data to Google Sheet. But there is one minor problem again. So here is the thing. Let me show you the problem. It's actually a very minor problem. Okay. So as you can see, the amount refunded is showing as 20,000. But let me show you the amount that we had refunded. It is actually 200 euros. So the captured amount is not showing the decimal point. That should be here. Okay. So we want to trim this 20,000 into proper decimal system so that it makes sense. For example, right now it is in 20,000. So we want to make it as 200 euros. So to do that, let's go and make one more action window. So click here. So here in the Choose app, let's make it as API. In the Choose action event, let's keep it as Get. So in the endpoint URL, we are going to paste a certain URL. I'm just going to copy this and paste it. So as you can see in the endpoint URL, I have pasted this URL. So your obvious question is, what is this endpoint URL? Endpoint URL is basically the touch point where an API interacts with another system. So the idea is that by referencing this URL, your data will be sent to another system where it will be serviced. In our case, we want form.pabbly.com to trim our money into proper decimal system. Now your second question is, where are we going to get this endpoint URL? Well, I have made this available in the description box. You can take it from there. Okay, so in the authentication, we just want to keep it as set parameters. Here we will just type as amount, and now we are going to map in the amount. So the amount was amount refunded. Okay, this one. Then click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing the status is success. The amount is in proper decimal system, that is 200. Okay, we just wanted this 200 to appear as this 200. Okay, simple, that's all. So now we are ready to sync all of our data into Google Sheet. To sync this data, let's click on this plus button. So when you click on this plus button, another action window appears. So since we are now going to sync all of our data to Google Sheet, in the Choose app, let's make it as Google Sheets. In the Choose method, let's keep the action as add new row. Now, similarly, like the triggers, if you don't find the action of your choice, actually there are many more actions like copy a sheet, delete a sheet, update a row, get rows, and so on. However, if you don't find the action of your choice, you can make a request at admin@pabbly.com to build a custom action for you. At present, I am keeping it as add new row. So your obvious question is why we are keeping the method as add new row. So to explain you that, let me show you my Google Sheet. So this is my Google Sheet. It has been titled Refunds Stripe. Okay, so these are the columns I have: name, email, phone number, address, country. There are some more. Amount refunded, last card numbers, expiry, and card type. So the reason I kept the method as add new row is because the data will be automatically inserted into adjacent rows one by one. For example, the first name will be inserted, then email will be inserted, then the phone number will be inserted, and the address will be inserted, then the country, and so on. Okay, so the data will be inserted as rows, as adjacent rows, one by one. Okay, so let's go to Pabbly Connect and click on Connect with Google Sheets. In New Credentials, let's click on Connect with Google Sheets. Now, as you can see, a series of Gmail accounts has appeared in front of you. So at present, I'm interested in this account. That is because my Google Sheet called as Refund Stripe is present in this account. Click this. So it is asking me to confirm my choice. So before you click on allow, let me tell you something. Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% secure with us. Just click on allow. Okay, so it is showing the authorization is successful. Just click on OK. Now in the spreadsheet, it is showing as original. The reason it is showing as original is because, let me show you all my Google Sheet. There is actually a Google Sheet called as original. Actually, we want to send the data to Refund Stripe. So let's change the spreadsheet as Refund Stripe. Okay. Now in the sheet, it is showing as sheet 1 because in the Refund Stripe, there is only one sheet called as the sheet 1. Okay. So basically it has mapped all of these details. So the rest of the blanks are of columns. For example, the name, the email, the phone number, the address, the country, amount refunded, last card numbers, expiry, card type, etc. All the data that is present here has been mapped. Now we have to sync all of the data that we have received from Stripe into these blanks. So for example, in the name, we are going to map in the name. So let's map it. So as I mentioned before, this is called as the mapping button. Okay, so we have mapped the name, but this is actually kind of wrong. As you can see, it is not showing the name. That is because we have fetched the data from this field. Okay, the empty field. We actually want the data from this field. Okay, the name is present here, Elijah. We want this. So let's first go back and delete this, and let's map in the correct detail. The name is Elijah. Okay. Similarly with the email, we are going to map in the right email that we have retrieved, Elijah Wood. Similarly with the phone number, the number was 91 something. No, what is our phone number? This is our phone number. And similarly with the address, we are going to map in the correct address that we have retrieved. So the pasta town, Then we are going to map in the second line of the address. Second line, okay, near Theatre Road. Let's map in the city, that I think is Paris. Yeah, okay. So all the data has been mapped into address. The unique advantage of using Pabbly Connect is that all this data, as we have mentioned, will be concatenated in one single line. I will explain you while I'm showing my Google Sheet. In the country, we can mention the country as France. It was France, yes. The amount refunded, it was 20,000, this one. But again, this is wrong. As you may remember, we have corrected this as 200. So just remove this. So our amount was 200. Yeah, API 2.3 is showing 200. Last card number was 4242. We have mapped it. Expiry was, I think, when was the expiry? Expiry 2025. The card type, I think, was Visa. Yeah, let's keep it as Visa. Then click on Save and Send Test Request. Okay, so the API response is showing the data has been sent to our Google Sheet. Yeah, we got our data. So as you can see in the address line, all the data has been concatenated in one single row. Okay, so the name of the person is Elijah. The email is elijahwood123@gmail.com. This is the phone number. This is the address. And this is the correct amount that has been refunded. And this is the last card numbers. This is the expiry, and this is the card type. So the presence of this data from Stripe shows that we have successfully integrated Stripe and Google Sheet with help of Pabbly Connect. So this means anytime a new refund is made in Stripe, it will be automatically reflected in Google Sheet. But to double check it if the integration is working fine or not, let's make one more dummy refund in Stripe. But before that, let me show you the whole gist of the process. So first, we are going to minimize this action window. Then we are going to minimize this action window. Then we are going to minimize this action window. And then we are going to minimize this trigger window. Okay, so this is the whole process in a nutshell. First, you integrated Stripe to Pabbly Connect. Then you retrieved the customer from Stripe. Then you change the decimal format. And then you send the data to Google Sheet via Pabbly Connect. So now there is a perfect flow of data between Stripe and Google Sheet. Okay, perfect flow of data between Stripe and Google Sheet. So let's make one more dummy refund in Stripe. So let's go to Succeed at once. Okay, so this time the person is the person's email is Jewel SSR. So let's see this person's details. So she's from United States and the customer is Jewel SSR. Okay, so let's go and refund this. So let's cancel payment. The refund is of 500. Okay, so let's see whether in Google Sheet we have a person called as Jewel. Yes, the data has arrived. The name is Misha Jewel. The email is jewelssr123@gmail.com. This is the phone number and this is the address, and I think the rest of the details. So our integration is working absolutely fine. So from now onwards, whenever a refund is made in Stripe, it will be reflected in Google Sheet. Actually, it's pretty interesting. Let's make one more refund of this person called as Snowy Joy. Let's make one more refund. So let's see whether we have received the data of Snowy Joy. Okay, let's make one more refund. I'm canceling the payment refund. Okay, yeah, we have got all of the data. So our integration is working absolutely fine. Okay.
Not just these two apps, you can integrate plenty of applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Our dedicated team members will help you to automate your workflows. Or just visit us at www.pabbly.com. It's awesome. Thanks.